every single day.
Yes, now we move on to our next story. Parents are complaining of lengthy waiting time and traffic on the first day back to school in Dubai. Now, it's back to the grind for schoolgoers as spring break officially ended on Monday, April 11th, which was in the beginning of this week. And with mixed emotions, students are returning to all the action and are buzzing to catch up with their teachers and friends. So as campuses see their eager beavers return, roads are seeing the same level of traffic and activity as before. And some concerned parents have even taken to social media to alert Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority (RTA) about the lengthy waiting periods and heavy congestion around school zones.
So what's happened is the Dubai mum has reached out to RTA and voiced her concern over pickups and drop-offs to Nord Anglia School, where access has been closed off and kids are still spending apparently 1.5 hours either way getting to and from school while fasting. So you can imagine parents in this situation are in uproar.
Exactly. So, of course, she tweeted this and she mentioned the KHDA and RTA, to which RTA promptly responded with a solution and informed the mom that the contractors working in the area have been informed to urgently consider the traffic flow and provide access for the vehicles passing nearby at the mentioned area to avoid any delays. So the contractors in the areas were informed to take the necessary action.
And so in case you've been living under a rock, the big news is schools are back. Teachers had to go back after spring break. By the way, if you know anything about me, I used to be a teacher and therefore I'm friends with a lot. And I look at their Instagram and they've just been traveling to these amazing places. They have time, but they're back at work. So if you live or pass through school zones, leave your house a little earlier and map out your journey well in advance to reach your destination on time, because people are seeing a little bit of peak traffic at those peak hours. Have you noticed it?
I mean, yes, I have. On Al Khail Road, I have seen, in comparison to like last week, there is a bit more traffic. But you made a fair point.
What was my fair point?
Like, now that Expo has ended, the traffic has just reduced by a landslide.
Dramatically. I'm finding pre-Expo, when all the kids had kind of returned to school, I think the traffic at that point was really just on a whole other level. And we weren't used to it because obviously for a year and a half, we had clear roads. So it was kind of like getting used to and adjusting back to kind of what school traffic might look like. Then Expo happened and we totally forgot about the school traffic. We dealt with Expo traffic and we dealt with difficulty getting taxis at that time. But in my personal opinion, and I get taxis twice a day, since Expo has ended, literally the next day there was a switch, there was a flip. And it's been so much easier to get taxis at any hour of the day. You know, even at the weekend, you know, I'm booking a taxi, I'm like, oh, I don't need to book it 40 minutes in advance.
That's so true.
And I'm not jumping between Uber and Cream trying to like, who's gonna get here first, you know? Like, it's just really reduced dramatically, I think.
Oh my God, I noticed there was a difference, like I didn't have to wait as long, but now I see it's post-Expo. So, I mean, yeah, amazing point. Didn't even notice
it's
that.
so interesting because I didn't know that it would teeter off so quickly and so dramatically. This is just what I have noticed.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just hyper aware of Expo ending and then I just feel like it's slightly quieter. But therefore school traffic now seems to be just like a blip. I'm down with it.
Let's talk about school traffic again. But of course this happens every year. I mean, like you're back to school after the summers, you're back to school after spring, you're back to school after winter. So like the first week of being back to school is always the most difficult.
100%. So teachers, kids, we feel you. Hope you had a really nice holiday, by the way.